Stabroek News issues correction on Venezuelan ambassador's statement. Stabroek News has issued a clarification regarding an earlier report about the Venezuelan ambassador to Guyana, Carlos Amador Perez Silva, denying that Nazar Shel Mohammed visited the embassy in Georgetown. In a statement published on Thursday, the newspaper acknowledged that in its Tuesday edition, it erroneously reported that the ambassador claimed neither of the Mohammeds had visited the embassy. The correction states that Perez Silva only spoke about Azruddin Mohammed, not Nazar. Stabroek News expressed regret for the error and apologized to the ambassador for any inconvenience caused. Nazar's visit to the embassy had been widely publicized, with video footage confirming his departure from the premises. Months prior, Guyana's Foreign Affairs Minister, Hugh Todd, summoned Ambassador Perez Silva to address concerns over frequent visits by the Mohammed family. It was later clarified that Nazar, the father of businessman-turned-politician Azruddin Mohammed, was the individual who visited the embassy. In response to the Stabroek News article, the Foreign Affairs Ministry reiterated that the ambassador confirmed Mr. Nazar Mohammed's visit and provided specific details regarding the documentation and purpose of the engagement. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation notes with concern the recent comments made by the Venezuelan ambassador in Georgetown, questioning why he is being secretive about Mr. Nazar Mohammed's visit concerning a visa application. The statement read, "Both Azruddin and Nazar Mohammed, along with several of their businesses, were sanctioned by the United States Department of the Treasury last year. Earlier this month, they were indicted in the United States on 11 charges. Azruddin had launched a presidential bid with his party, We Invest in Nationhood, which secured the second highest number of votes in the 2025 elections despite losing. However, he has faced accusations of having ties to the Nicolas Maduro government in Venezuela, raising further scrutiny over his father's engagement at the embassy. Police investigate shooting death of Lance Corporal Richard Marvin Hayes. The police are conducting an investigation into the alleged murder of Richard Marvin Hayes, a 35-year-old Lance Corporal attached to the impact base at the Brick Dam police station. Hayes was fatally shot around 9 a.m. this morning at Stelling Road, Vreed en Hoop. Authorities have arrested a 37-year-old businessman from Crane Housing Scheme, West Coast Demerara, in connection with the incident. Preliminary investigations indicate that Hayes and the suspect were not previously acquainted, although the businessman operates a cellular phone stall on the northern side of Stelling Road. Details of the investigation reveal that Hayes initially visited the suspect's business on October 22, 2025, to inquire about various cell phones. After leaving the shop, he returned the following morning, stating he intended to purchase a phone. However, during this visit, Hayes allegedly displayed hostile behavior. According to the suspect, while packing boxes in his store, he asked Hayes to leave. Hayes reportedly escalated the situation by picking up a cell phone heater gun from the display counter and throwing it at the suspect, hitting him in the chest. In response, the suspect drew his licensed .32 Taurus pistol and fired a single shot, striking Hayes in the right side of his chest. The loud gunshot prompted Hayes' brother, Ron Hayes, who operates a barber shop nearby, to rush over. Upon arrival, he found Richard bleeding and promptly transported him to the West Demerara Regional Hospital. Despite medical efforts, Richard Hayes succumbed to his injuries. Medical examination at the hospital confirmed a suspected gunshot wound to the right side of Hayes' chest. The suspect has since been taken into custody, and his firearm, along with the necessary licensing documents, has been seized for examination. He is also being processed for gunshot residue testing. The investigation is ongoing as police gather further evidence and statements related to the incident. Become a nail technician with DC's Beauty Salon. Location: 413 Hope Estate, East Coast Demerara. Ready to level up your skills and start earning? Join our beginner's nail course for only $15,000 GYD. What's included? All materials provided. Hands-on guidance. Certificate upon completion. Start earning in the beauty industry fast. We're also hiring a hairdresser. If you're talented and passionate, we're looking for you. Contact us today, 633-6500. Your beauty career begins at DC's Beauty Salon. Don't miss out. New daily bus shuttle service now available. El Shaddai Logistics GY is now offering daily shuttles from Timehri, Georgetown, and Lower East Coast, plus return trips throughout the day. Comfortable 30-seater buses. Fully air-conditioned. Safe and reliable transport. Special launch offer. Book by Friday, October 24th and enjoy your first week free. Call/WhatsApp. +592 741 8309. Email admin@elshaddailogisticsg.com. Travel smart. Travel comfortably. El Shaddai Logistics, moving you with care. No bail for former MP Devon Sears. Former AFC MP Devon Sears remanded for drug trafficking. Former AFC Region 10 Member of Parliament Devon Sears appeared before Magistrate Rushell Liverpool at the Linden Magistrates Court on Thursday morning to face a joint charge of possession of narcotics for the purpose of trafficking. Alongside him was 69-year-old farmer Albert Sandy. Sears, represented by attorney Nigel Hughes, pleaded not guilty to the charge. Despite a request for bail, the prosecution opposed the motion, resulting in Sears being remanded in custody. In contrast, Sandy pleaded guilty to the charge and was subsequently sentenced to 4 years in prison. The case highlights ongoing concerns regarding drug trafficking in the region, and further proceedings for Sears are anticipated as the legal process continues. Concerns grow over conditions at Beterverwagting Primary School. Parents of students at Beterverwagting Primary School voiced their frustrations regarding unsatisfactory conditions at the institution, leading to a dramatic protest early Thursday morning. Several parents locked the school gate, preventing entry in a bid to draw attention to ongoing issues. For some time, pupils and teachers have been plagued by problems stemming from an infestation of pigeons, whose droppings have contaminated the school grounds. Although cleaning efforts took place over the weekend and mesh barriers were installed in certain areas to deter the birds, many parents believe these measures fall short. As much as work is being done at the school, it is not sufficient. The environment is not conducive to learning or teaching, stated Alvin McCurdy, president of the Parent-Teacher Association, PTA, during a press briefing. McCurdy, alongside other concerned parents, called for the school to be temporarily closed for a thorough sanitization. Regional Councillor Neville Cumberbatch addressed the situation on Thursday, highlighting that remedial work had been undertaken over the weekend. This included the installation of protective mesh to block bird access and cleaning efforts in some classrooms. However, during a tour of the facility, Cumberbatch noted that several birds remained inside classrooms and corridors, and the library was still contaminated with pigeon droppings. Additionally, there was no running water available at the time of the visit. In response to the mounting concerns, Education Minister Sonia Parag announced a series of immediate actions aimed at improving conditions at the school. According to sources, by Monday, the school is scheduled to undergo power washing, plumbing repairs, sealing of any remaining access points for pigeons, and the removal of overgrown vegetation. Parag emphasized that these actions are part of a broader initiative to address similar issues across other affected schools. We are currently working to assess various schools throughout the regions where this may be a problem and looking at a long-term solution for the schools, Parag assured the newsroom, as parents and teachers at Beterverwagting Primary School await these developments. Their hopes remain focused on securing a lasting resolution to the ongoing challenges. Justice Roxanne George continues as Acting Chancellor of the Judiciary. Justice Roxanne George is set to continue her role as Acting Chancellor of the Judiciary, following the departure of former Acting Chancellor, Justice Yvonne Cummings-Edwards, who is currently on vacation leave. Justice Cummings-Edwards began her leave in August 2025. In her absence, Justice George, who previously served as Guyana's Acting Chief Justice, was sworn in as Acting Chancellor. According to reliable sources, Justice George's appointment supersedes any prior acting appointments, allowing her to maintain this critical position. In a related development, Justice Navindra Singh has been sworn in to assume the responsibilities of Chief Justice. Upon her return from leave, Justice Cummings-Edwards is expected to resume her duties as a judge on the Court of Appeal. The judiciary remains in capable hands as these transitions take place, ensuring the continued functioning of the legal system in Guyana. Motorcyclist dies in Rupert Craig highway accident. Tragedy struck on Thursday morning when Jomo Peters, a 45-year-old resident of Haslington New Scheme, East Coast Demerara, lost his life in a collision on the Rupert Craig Highway. According to reports from police headquarters, Peters was riding his motorcycle without a helmet and at a high speed near Pump Road, Liliendal. While attempting to overtake a line of traffic, his motorcycle's left handlebar struck the left side and rearview mirror of a motorcar, PYY 4296, driven by a 21-year-old woman traveling west. The collision caused Peters to lose control, leading to a further impact with the left front side of another vehicle, motorcar PE 9879, operated by a 28-year-old woman, also heading west. The force of the second collision sent Peters onto the median, resulting in multiple injuries to his head and body. Emergency services arrived at the scene, but Peters was pronounced dead shortly thereafter. His body has since been transported to the Memorial Gardens mortuary, pending a post-mortem examination. Both drivers involved in the incident underwent breathalyzer tests, which revealed no traces of alcohol. They are currently in custody, assisting police with ongoing investigations. Tragic collision claims life of Dartmouth resident. Yolanda John, a 34-year-old resident of Dartmouth on the Essequibo coast, tragically lost her life on Wednesday evening after the motorcycle she was riding collided with a cow on the Elisa public road. According to reports from police headquarters, the incident occurred around 7:30 p.m. and involved a motorcycle, registration number unknown, driven by 23-year-old Leroy Prince, also of Dartmouth. John was a pillion rider on the motorcycle. Prince informed police that he had picked up John from work and was traveling north when he spotted a cow on the western side of the road. Despite his efforts to avoid a collision, the motorcycle came into contact with the cow, causing him to lose control. As a result, John was thrown off the motorcycle onto the roadway, sustaining significant injuries. Emergency services arrived at the scene and transported John to Lima Regional Hospital, where she succumbed to her injuries while receiving medical attention. A breathalyzer test conducted on Prince revealed no trace of alcohol. The motorcycle has been lodged at the Anna Regina police station for examination by the licensing and certifying officer. Prince is currently in custody, assisting with the ongoing investigation. A post-mortem examination performed by government pathologist Dr. Nihal Singh confirmed that John's death was due to multiple injuries consistent with a motor vehicle accident. The community mourns the loss of a life cut short in this tragic incident. President Dr. Irfan Ali proclaims opening of 13th Parliament. President Dr. Irfan Ali has officially announced the opening of the 13th Parliament, scheduled for Monday, November 3, 2025. In a live broadcast, President Ali confirmed that the Arthur Chung Conference Center will host the opening ceremony, as well as subsequent sittings of the National Assembly. The session on November 3 is set to commence at 2 p.m. This marks a significant moment in the legislative calendar as the new parliament prepares to begin its work.